You've heard the dream: palm trees, affordable living, and a life of adventure abroad. But in 2025, that fantasy is starting to hit a wall. Some of the world's most popular destinations for Americans are quietly rewriting the rules, and they're not rolling out the welcome mat like they used to. Visa policies are tightening, local resentment is rising, and that expat-friendly vibe? It's fading fast. Let's dive into the 10 countries that are, without saying it outright, nudging Americans out. Number 10, Portugal. The golden visa loses its shine. Portugal used to be the crown jewel for American retirees and remote workers. With its mild weather, beautiful beaches, and affordable lifestyle, it was an easy yes for thousands of Americans. In 2022 alone, over 10,000 United States citizens made the move. But things are changing. By 2025, Portugal has significantly dialed back its golden visa program. Buying property no longer guarantees you residency. In Lisbon and Porto, skyrocketing rent, up 40% since 2019, has sparked protests. New laws make it harder to rent to foreigners, and some regions now require strict registrations just to lease an apartment. Portugal isn't slamming the door shut, but it's definitely making you knock harder. Number 9, Mexico. Mexico has long been a favorite for Americans seeking sun, tacos, and a quick escape. But in 2025, the vibe has shifted. While millions of Americans have vacationed, and many stayed, the influx hasn't gone unnoticed. In hotspots like Mexico City, Oaxaca, and Tulum, locals are protesting the impacts of digital nomads and expats. Tourist visa extensions are harder to get, and immigration is cracking down at the airport. Residency now requires proof of monthly income above $3,300, and Airbnb regulations are getting stricter. Entire neighborhoods are pushing back against short-term rentals and unregistered living situations. The message? Come visit, sure, but don't get too comfortable. Number 8, Thailand. Crackdown in paradise. Thailand's low cost of living, gorgeous scenery, and vibrant street life made it a digital nomad mecca. But by 2025, it's less of a free-for-all. The government has tightened visa policies, cracking down on people working remotely without proper documentation. The once popular visa runs to Cambodia or Laos, largely gone. Now, serious long-term stays require serious money. The elite visa? $80,000 annual income or $1 million in assets. The freelancer-friendly Smart Visa? Harder to get than ever. Locals are also pushing back against tourists treating cities like playgrounds. If you're planning to coast through Chiang Mai with just a backpack and a hotspot, prepare for turbulence. Number 7, Costa Rica. Costa Rica used to be one of the easiest places for Americans to settle, especially retirees looking for jungle vibes and chill beaches. But in 2025, it's gotten stricter and more expensive. Remote workers now need to prove $3,000 per month income to qualify for the country's digital nomad visa, and the application process is notoriously bureaucratic. Overstaying your tourist visa can now lead to fines or bans. And forget hopping across the border to reset your stay. That loophole has closed. More importantly, locals are raising their voices. In places like Tamarindo and Santa Teresa, skyrocketing housing prices and over-tourism have sparked major backlash. Costa Rica still wants visitors, but not squatters. Number 6, Spain. Spain's tapas, siestas, and Mediterranean lifestyle have long lured Americans looking to escape the hustle. But getting a visa in 2025 is like running a bureaucratic obstacle course. Spain's new digital nomad visa sounds great, until you try to apply. Endless paperwork, background checks, income proof, over $2,600 per month, and a maze of appointments have discouraged many. And once you're in, Spain has aggressively cracked down on illegal rentals and unregistered expats. Barcelona and Madrid have imposed heavy restrictions on Airbnbs, with entire neighborhoods being returned to residents. And with Spain's economy still reeling, public sentiment toward foreigners buying up property is less than friendly. Number 5, Indonesia. Bali once felt like a spiritual playground for Americans looking to find themselves while working remotely. But in 2025, the Indonesian government is laying down new ground rules. The second home visa now requires $130,000 and a local bank account, a clear signal that the era of $10 bungalows and sunset Zoom calls is fading. Officials are enforcing overstays harshly, And the new digital nomad visa is tied to tax reporting and registration. Local resentment has also grown. Some Balinese communities are calling for tighter tourism controls, citing cultural disrespect, land inflation, and reckless behavior. If you thought Bali was still a budget-friendly digital nomad paradise, think again. Number 4. Italy. Italy is as beautiful as ever, but don't expect to slip in quietly anymore. In 2025, Italy has fully digitized its residency checks and tax enforcement. Tourists overstaying their welcome? Fine. Remote workers without proper permits? Reported. The Dolce Vita is still possible, but only if you can prove you've got the income to support it, $3,500 plus per month, and the patience for Italy's notoriously slow bureaucracy. The Italian government is also cracking down on short-term rentals, especially in cities like Venice and Florence, where locals are getting priced out. Americans treating the countryside like their personal escape from America fantasy? They're facing a lot more paperwork and a lot more side eyes from locals. Number 3. Greece. For years, Greece was rolling out the red carpet to foreigners, especially Americans looking to live out their Mamma Mia fantasies. Golden visas, remote worker programs, and beachfront living, it was all on offer. But now, the tide is turning. In 2025, Greece has raised its minimum property investment for a residency visa from €250,000 to €500,000 in popular areas like Athens and Santorini. The cost of living has soared, especially in coastal areas where locals are being priced out. Tensions are growing, particularly on the islands. Locals are demanding limits on short-term rentals, and some regions are cracking down on foreigners buying up property just to Airbnb it. Number 2. The Netherlands. Amsterdam may be beautiful, but its patience with rowdy tourists and digital nomads is wearing thin. In 2025, the Netherlands has made it harder than ever for non-EU citizens to stay long-term. The digital nomad visa? It doesn't exist here. Freelancers must apply for a self-employment visa with strict income and business requirements. Most applications are denied. Amsterdam itself has banned new Airbnb licenses in many neighborhoods and implemented curfews on nightlife. Americans hoping to soak in Dutch culture on a freelance writer's income are finding the welcome much cooler than before. Number 1. Japan. Japan has never made it easy for foreigners to move in, but in 2025, it's even harder for Americans to stick around. Tourist visas are capped at 90 days, and extensions are rare. Want to work remotely? You'll need a work visa tied to a Japanese company, or one of the ultra-rare new digital nomad visas, which requires $68,000 per year in income and strict tax compliance. More importantly, Japan is culturally cautious. Cities like Kyoto and Tokyo are cracking down on Airbnb rentals, enforcing zoning laws, and placing limits on lifestyle influencers, using the country as a content backdrop. You're welcome to visit, but as for staying, that's a different story. The world isn't shutting Americans out, but it is setting boundaries. In 2025, countries are demanding more money, more paperwork, and more respect from their visitors. If you're planning an international escape, it's time to do more than book a flight. You'll need a plan, a visa, and in many cases, a strong income to match. Because the days of just showing up are officially over. Love content like this? Hungry for more global deep dives and jaw-dropping top 10s? Then don't forget to smash that subscribe button on the Epic Top 10s YouTube channel. Hit the bell so you never miss an episode. From travel tips to world secrets, we've got it all.